Good morning, everyone. I'm Artjoms Uršuļskis, the Deputy Foreign Minister from Latvia. For today's agenda, of course, the most important part is our ongoing negotiations on trade with the US. We do need to continue on the pragmatic side, what we are on now. Currently, the situation is quite vulnerable since we are preparing also for Hague summit and the possible peace negotiations in Ukraine, and it all comes together. And at this particular moment, we don't need any escalation in our trade relationship. So what we need to do is to find a positive agenda. And another thing, economic security. These discussions are also quite important for us, especially keeping in mind that we would like to see more effort on decoupling, on economic decoupling from Russia and Belarus, from the goods from there. So that's why we do support the tariffs, more tariffs on their goods, so we can become more dependent as European Union.
Look at their history. The 10% baseline is much more favorable than the 25%.
This would be definitely one of the things we would discuss. This is one of the probably smaller steps in our negotiation process. But once again, the Commissioner Šefčovič is working very directly with our partners in the US, and we are trying to find some mutual ground for understanding. And this is probably the right path right now, because we don't need to start another war of escalation in this issue, but we need to find something which is both beneficial for European Union and the US.
How do you look at the agreement that the US reached with the UK? Is it something that the EU can take parts from, or is it rather should we be more ambitious?
This is probably one of the ways, and I think that this agreement is, I should say, quite good for both parts. All of them have reached several things they wanted to reach. And this could be definitely one of the ways for European Union. We do understand that we possibly won't reach everything we want, but the same goes to Washington. So basically, we need to find some common ground in the middle.
In the UK case, there is a 10% still in place. Is that something that the EU would find acceptable?
We are not there to decide it yet. We do have some imbalances in our trade with the US, and one of the things we would probably find acceptable is to tackle those imbalances and to fight for our big industries here in Europe.
Can you say more specific about diversifying and deepening trade relations? Your Austrian colleague would suggest to invite Canada and Israel to join in an economic area.
That's a very interesting idea. Haven't been discussed officially politically yet, but deepening relationship with other countries is also very important for us. And we are talking about new trade agreements or updated trade agreements. And for us, Mercosur countries are one of the big targets in this, and also finding some new partners in the Pacific region as well. And also in Africa. So basically, we need to expand our relationships, and this is historically a very important moment, since we need to remember our market is still very big, it's still very strong, and it's still capable to work with anyone. So we should take advantages in that and probably try to do this process faster.
Minister, when you speak about things that could be offered to the US or that positive trade agenda, what do you think are the most, where are you most optimistic about it?
Probably these are things about new technologies, also and deepening our military ties, because this is what Europe needs right now, to have more capabilities, and this is what US can provide and produce. And also probably, of course, energy. Of course, energy, this is a big sector, and we're still somehow dependent on the energy from the aggressor countries, and we need to find new partners for that to be independent on that.
Are the rules in SAFE at all a barrier to deepening a military partnership? Does that exclude US companies at all? Is that an issue?
There are still some barriers on that definitely, and actually there are some internal barriers inside the European Union on that, which is also one of the things we need to try lower. But probably the tariffs would still be, even in the military, the main issue of concern. Yeah, thank you very much and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.